What does avant-garde mean? Historically linked with cultural innovation, the term eventually became associated with stiff, arts environment, but at its heart, the avant-garde is a gesture toward disruption. It's the courage to question what we know and the vulnerability to imagine what could be. At Monheim Triennale, avant-garde music is alive. It pulses through the work of artists who explore their identities, histories and cultures. This is music that holds space for grief and joy, for displacement and belonging, for protest and care. In a world shaped by greed and injustice, these artists listen and respond. There's something incredibly powerful about creating something completely unheard, something that doesn't need to fit a trend to feel relatable, something that stands on its own without the weight of commodification. And when this kind of unearthed music moves us, it sparks hope. Each edition of the Triennale brings together 16 exceptional artists, composers, improvisers, performers, over 3 years of collaboration. In July 2025, it all culminated in the festival, a dazzling converge of sound in which each artist premiered a signature project, inviting musicians from all over the world to join them. From intimate solos to immersive ensembles, the performances unfolded in churches, local venues, and the festival's iconic next stage, a ship floating on the River Rhine. But these projects weren't just performances, they were bold propositions engaging with social, personal, and historical themes. Some of my highlights include Celandis Johnson's reimagining the German Revolution of 1998-99 through free jazz and improvisation. Anushka Shkeze fusing robotics and ritual in intricate pipes, where mechanical fingers press the keys of a pipe organ. With improvisation and poetry of You Are the Other Lung in My Chest, Shahzad Ismaili offers a meditation on the political state of the world, particularly focusing on Gaza. Bridget Campbell's Where the Veil is Thin weaves sounds, dance, and Gaelic mythology into a hypnotic drone folk experience. Roshin Sharavi asks how folk music can speak to the future in Synth Auxiliary, a project rooted in community and collective memory, with an outstanding and playful live performance. Darius Jones delivers the mesmerizing Same Soul Maker, a trance-like modal piece on vocals, vibraphone, and bells. Penny Candarini's Rara Allegories of the Southern Sea blends Chavanese shadow theater and sacred myths into a beautiful contemporary opera, while Unia's Eric Warren's Silver to the Grass Like Nothing channels suffering and healing through experimental theater, fantastic percussion, and strings-heavy guitars. It's inspiring how at Monheim Triennale the avant-garde isn't just about abstraction, it's about presence and care. The festival also places a strong focus on education and community, with projects dedicated to schools and local ensembles.
It's one of the highlights because it was very heartwarming and actually very touching because they put a lot of work into learning. So just a bit of background, they learned 3 Scottish folk songs, and you could see and feel the joy that they had singing them, and yeah, it was very touching, so I enjoyed that.
Yeah, in general I could say about Monheim that the highlight just from the festival is that you are really challenging yourself in different dimensions, because you are doing so much stuff in a day, maybe so diverse. Me and Bridget, we had this improvisation session today. It was very wonderful for me, as a feeling, and Peter even as well with us, and when nothing is planned and you are just grabbing your instruments and playing with people and somehow you feel it's gonna work out, that's very special in Monheim, I think.
Yeah, I have to say that the festival gives space to pure improvisation is really great, because you don't get the opportunity very often, especially in performance. So
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's great.
Never happens actually.
The festival's organization itself is warm and welcoming, creating an atmosphere of trust and openness that allows artists to take risks and create freely. It's an environment that fosters an avant-garde that's not just ahead of its time, but deeply in conversation with the present, at its heart. Perhaps the most beautiful part of this experience is how both artists and audiences seems to be at the mercy of the music, especially during the improvised sets, where you witness music as it evolves and takes shape before your very ears. The magic of listening becomes a process of reception, acceptance, and collective transformation.